This is the Consumer Snapshot for April 2017, and this month we'll take a look at three areas. Sentiment, with an updated look at consumer confidence. In strategy, we'll review practical purchase intentions. Finally, we'll take a closer look at consumers' outlook for the economy and personal finances by age. We begin with consumer confidence, where post-election economic sentiment continues to fluctuate. In April, 53.7% report that they are confident or very confident in the economy, down 4 points from March. Despite declining month over month, sentiment is tracking more than 15% higher year over year and remains well above the 13-month average of 47.8%. Further, this month's reading represents the most optimistic sentiment for April over the past decade. While consumers remain optimistic about the macroeconomy, caution remains when it comes to their personal plans to spend. In April, 38.7% indicate that they've become more practical with purchasing, rising nearly 2 points over last month as well as a year ago. This month's reading is also tracking above the 13-month average of 37.8%. Now, while practicality edged higher in April, focus on necessities dipped. This seems to be a sign that consumers are approaching spending pragmatically, perhaps by finding the best deals, but aren't snapping their wallets shut entirely. In April, 2 out of 5 consumers say they are focused on just what they need when shopping, in line with April 2016, and just below the 13-month average of 42.6%. In these next 3 slides, I'm displaying some of the key economic and personal finance indicators that we track, segmented by age. Here we're looking at consumer confidence alongside practicality. Millennials, who are loosely defined here as 18 to 34-year-olds, are sometimes referred to as the generation of contradictions, which I think is a perfect descriptor here. While younger consumers express the highest confidence in the economy, they are also most likely to assert practicality when purchasing. What's interesting here is that the oldest age group, those 55 plus, is also operating on a contradiction. They are the least confident in the economy, but also the least likely to cite pragmatic purchase intentions, opposite of the youngest shopper group. So, optimism in the economy doesn't necessarily mirror consumers' approach to spending. Moving forward, it appears that consumers' life stages are driving their current financial choices. The practicality of 18 to 34-year-olds comes into view when considering their plans to pay down debt and decrease spending. Both indicators are tracking above average for this group, particularly the latter. Meanwhile, debt is the focus of 35 to 54-year-olds who are in their prime spending years. Those 55 plus are the least likely to be focused on these two financial goals. More likely to be approaching or living in retirement, these older consumers have perhaps already adjusted their financial plans accordingly to live within fixed incomes. Finally, it appears that fiscal conservatism seems to be working for younger consumers at present, who feel more stable with their finances and savings than their 35 to 54-year-old counterparts. Middle-aged consumers are the least likely to feel financially secure or confident in their current savings, magnifying the instability of a group in their prime spending years, juggling mortgage payments, children, and perhaps current and future college debt. And that's all for this month. You can also keep tabs on our latest insights by heading over to prosperdiscovery.com. Thanks for watching.